What's up, everyone? I am Ernest Dove. This is the New York Mets Dove Report. Want to give a weekly recap of the New York Mets farm system. I want to basically give out all the positives throughout the top prospects, up and down the system from AAA down to low A. I'll give you guys a break for now on the Florida Complex League. A couple of guys got off to some good starts, but I gave you a recap of that one first game as the other games start to come. Let me start from the top. AAA. Who's going to be ready to join the team anytime soon? We have to keep mentioning the same guys because they're starting to get hot. One, of course, Jack Wenninger. He's now up to 5 starts. He's got a 1.61 ERA throughout the starts this season. The command was not good last week, so thankfully he was much better with his command in his recent outing, basically back to normal. Jack Wenninger, again, overall for the season, he's been dominating. He just had a really rough, 5-walk outing out of nowhere the week prior. Really good time this time around. The other guy, Jonah Tong. Again, he had his best start of the season this past week, going 6 innings, took a no-hitter into the 6th inning, ended up giving up 1 hit, 6 Ks, no runs in his last outing. Hopefully, is that a sign things like the new pitch, the cutter, everything might be working a little bit better at this point? Does this mean bring Jonah Tong up next week? Possibly not, but these are good signs for Wenninger and for Jonah Tong to possibly join this rotation at some point soon. Obviously, got to talk about the superstar at this point, A.J. Ewing. He's only hitting 500 after his first full week at the AAA level. Not bad. Along with hitting 500, 3 walks, 2 Ks, 4 stolen bases. So he's got more stolen bases than Ks, doing really well overall, obviously. Another guy to keep an eye on, the reliever is finally back. Dylan Ross has been quietly going up the levels in his rehab assignments. He's now back in AAA. A little bit of issues, I believe, last week as well, but in his most recent outing was a hitless inning with a K and a walk. Even speaking with some people while he was briefly in Brooklyn, it looked like the velocity was going well and the splitter was doing really well by the time he got to Brooklyn. Now he's back in AAA, nowhere else to go but up to the final spot. Again, with a guy like Wenninger and even with Tong, not really seeing a call up by May situation, but all 3 of these guys are really starting to look the part. As we get to AA, the guy I interviewed, Jacob Reimer, coincidence or not, he's been hot ever since. In this last week, Jacob Reimer, 7 for 18, which is a .389 batting average through the 6 games last week. 6 games, 7 runs scored, 3 doubles, 7 walks, 2 strikeouts in this week. He's finally putting it together. As we discussed in the interview, he's also doing really well defensively. They still keep squeezing him in at first base, I believe, maybe even once a week or more. Still mostly playing third base, looking really good overall. My guy, Zach Thornton, he pitched twice this week. Didn't do well in the first outing. Gave up a few runs in 4 innings. His most recent outing on Sunday to end the week facing the same exact team, he went 4 scoreless, 7 strikeouts. That's obviously much better than the outing prior. Obviously, it's about pitch command with Zach Thornton. That's what you want to continue to see. He was back to normal in this last outing of the series. Keep an eye on Zach Thornton. If he can get back to these basics of sorts, throwing all strikes, low walk rate, of course, but if the numbers are good in the ERA, everything else, you got to see him getting to AAA at some point, especially in the second half, as we may need the other guys I just discussed. As we get to high A level, want to mention a couple of guys. A guy I haven't mentioned really all season, an undrafted guy from last year, pitcher Parker Carlson, has quietly been doing really well for the Brooklyn Cyclones. He's now made 7 appearances. He pretty much always pitches between 1 to 2 full innings, maybe 1-ish. So he's kind of been a multi-inning reliever type guy as a role. Overall, through the 7 appearances, totaling 18 2/3 innings, got a 1.69 ERA. Somebody to keep an eye on as one of those arms, undrafted arms. They're going to get tested a lot, of course. He's a guy I definitely want to see at the AA level in the second half. You want to test guys like this in the farm system in general to see what can happen. A bit of a younger guy. He's 22, but he's been around a while. My guy, the kitchen sink guy, Irving Coda. He's now at a 0.96 ERA. That's really good. His ERA is under 1. He's a bit of a long man of sorts. He's made a few starts, a few non-starts, always goes 2-3-ish innings, 5 walks in those 18 innings, 11 strikeouts. He's not a strikeout guy. He's a low 90s kitchen sink guy. If you watch some of his at-bats as a pitcher, maybe a fastball might be one of the 7 pitches he throws. He's going to throw a lot of stuff at you. Maybe try to get the sinker type stuff, get the ground balls. That could be his key to success, especially when he gets to the AA level. Getting to low A, who else? Elian Pena. The small sample size at this point is 25 games played now for the low A St. Lucie Mets as one of the youngest players in the league. He's hitting .316, .429 on base percentage, .858 OPS. For a young guy, 18 walks, 19 Ks. Really good ratio there. He even has 10 stolen bases. I'm honestly surprised by all the stolen bases, his speed overall, and I have to say, I believe I'm even a little surprised about the defense. There's been some reports, scouting, other websites having some concerns about a few things, wondering if he can stick it short. I don't know if this means he definitely will, but he is playing really well. He's made some recent highlight film throws on the run, showing a strong arm at short. He's had a really good start to the season in every way possible. The other guy I've been mentioning in a recent video for the week, Randy Guzman. He's the power bat now, right behind Ryan Clifford. In the 6 games he played this week, 7 for 21, 8 runs scored, a double, and 2 home runs. He's now getting hot. I would like to see him stay hot. I want to see him ending in Brooklyn in the second half. He's the other power bat in the Mets farm system. He's got to be tested. We want to see what's going to happen. He's also a righty, so hopefully Brooklyn won't destroy him with the winds. Usually hurts lefties a lot, but maybe as a right-handed hitter, he can continue to show the power in Brooklyn. One arm I wanted to mention, Jekyll and Hyde type guy, Cam Tilley. Bursted onto the scene, finally making his pro debut with a bunch of hitless innings when he started. Then he struggled now for about 2 or 3 starts. This start to end this past week, his highest total, 6 innings, the most he's gone as a professional in his short stint now with the Mets organization. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. He's an interesting arm, even from draft day. A lot of people were pretty excited when they heard about more information on Cam Tilley. Keep an eye on him now as the season goes along. Another guy definitely belongs in Brooklyn soon-ish once he puts some of this consistency together. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to support the New York Mets Dove Report. Subscribe, click like, everything, comment, everything. I'll continue to do the best I can, you guys. See you next time.